English teacher in a consolidated rural high school, has an extensive experience in the dramatic arts, and as a result was chosen by the principal to direct the first play in the new school. The play will be the first major production for the school. Its success may determine whether there will be any future plays produced at the school, and if well done, it could bring prestige to both the teacher and the school. As a result, the teacher, a friend of mine, is exhausting every means available to her to make the play an artistic success. She has chosen all the cast except for the leading female part. The principal's daughter wants the part, and the principal told the teacher he really wants his daughter to have it, but she is a poor actress and will jeopardize the success of the show. Tentatively, this teacher has chosen someone who should do an excellent job in the role, but the principal has implied that if his daughter is not selected, he will appoint another director in the future.
Okay.
So, I'm thinking, some terms that we don't know about,
First of all, technically, isn't it illegal to threaten someone's job that way? For personal
Not,
purposes.
he's not threatening her job, he's threatening her as an instructor, or other job as a teacher. There's no way, yeah.
yeah,
I don't think you can fire her as a teacher because of it, but she obviously doesn't wanna lose her instructor, director
the
job
ability
either.
to
Right.
direct more plays in the future. Yeah, and you don't, like, I guess, I thought about it last night, no one, like, we all have different views of what extensive experience is, and that can, like, let's say, for football reasons, like Tom Brady has 4 Super Bowls, and Aaron Rodgers has 1, well, who's more experience, and, like, you know, they both have the most prestigious sport,
Yeah,
and both can be looked at as the equivalent person, but like, what makes the difference between someone with extensive experience in dramatic arts and someone that has extensive experience in something else? And I guess like major production, the first major production for the school.
right, you're not trying to have this be terrible, because the
Mhm.
main role is just one of the worst actresses there.
Yeah.
I feel like, she should be able to talk to the principal about that too, just like, if you expect a good show, then that can't be the case.
Yeah.
Your daughters can't play the lead role, she's just not ready yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'd be brought up, or at least, let them sit in something so they can personally see
Yeah,
how
Yeah.
she is.
because if it's the first production, obviously, well, maybe unless she has passed out of school plays, but you wouldn't know how good his daughter is with acting.
Mhm.
Because he
Compared to
goes and
the
watches.
other student.
Right, yeah, you wouldn't even know how to compare them.
Right.
Yeah, and I also thought like, that, the narrator says like she's a poor actress, like what you just said,
What
you don't,
defines poor?
yeah, nobody knows,
Is she just completely terrible, where she can't even speak the lines, or what,
Yeah.
There's no
She's monotone, or
definition.
like what makes her,
Right.
what makes her poor.
Yeah,
Mhm.
poor stage presence,
And what makes the
Mhm.
other candidate, not poor,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Or like, you're not actually like, I don't know, evaluating her, putting her up against someone else, like better quality that you could prove.
yeah.
So that's something that's kind of like, could you teach her to be better?
Yeah, the things that
Good.
could help her.
that was part of
To
my
improve it.
actual solution, was,
One of
we're
them.
not there yet, so.
But, yes, we should probably move on.
What other problems are there, no? Well, the fact that the principal's threatening them without any knowledge or even knowing what is going on inside that, because I feel like this is an English teacher's friend who wrote this. And so when she obviously heard from the teacher that the principal's daughter was that bad, that she would jeopardize the success of the show, and that the other student must be that good that it could bring like some prestigious stuff to the school, so.
And what do you mean by prestigious?
Right.
Like,
Just pride, I guess.
yeah, prestige, when you say it, it kinda seems like you're gonna be put over something else.
Yeah.
If
Move
they-
up a
if
little
they-
bit in the
yeah.
school's budget.
Like your school would
Yeah.
be known for drama and it's like arts.
I guess assumptions about the case, I said that we can assume that the principal's daughter is in high school, you know, it doesn't say it in the thing, but being a high school play, like you're not gonna have some 4-year-old daughter.
Right.
Like, and you also wouldn't put it in the terms that she's a poor actress because she's,
Student.
Yeah.
careers.
like, I guess the whole thing is kind of going off of experience, and like, experience is the big thing that is lacks information when it's written, because like, without a resume, you wouldn't understand the whole story, and you wouldn't understand the terms of who wrote the case study.
I feel like we can assume that the principal's making a biased decision.
Oh, yeah.
Just based on the fact that it's his daughter. You know,
Yeah.
there's gotta be some emotional,
Emotional involvement.
right, so
Yeah,
it's not
it's-
making a really real conscious decision, you know.
It's not fair for the
Mhm.
teacher in any way either.
Right. And
And I feel like also, you can assume that like the teacher and the principal only think there's 2 solutions to the idea, not more. Like, the daughter either gets the lead role and like the principal's happy, or like she doesn't, and then like
That's
no
the
one's
best part.
happy. But like, there's, in the case study, they don't even suggest like a alternative solution to, like.
They don't find a way to try, don't even try to find a way to meet in the middle.
Right.
And it's our job.
Yeah, that's our job to do. And,
you could probably assume that this, this play is a pretty huge deal for the school. They're making such a big deal about who gets the part and who doesn't. You know,
Yeah.
so it's pretty important.
Should we move on to C?
yeah,
Information we don't know about the case. We don't really know what the play is about or why it would bring such a big prestige to the school. Are they actually gonna give an award, or are they gonna start competing against other schools? You know, we don't really know anything about that.
and it doesn't say it in the case study, but I think that when the principal appointed the teacher to be the director in the play, that there was no terms of contract between them.
Yeah.
So once that, once the director chose, or the, I don't know if there's another teacher in there, but like whether whoever decided the people that are gonna be playing the roles, no one like, at the start of the play, when the teacher was appointed to be director, the principal wasn't like, you have to choose my daughter to be the lead role, like, didn't already put her in the,
Right.
like, everything was her choice, and then the opening was open, and that just made the role more desirable for the.
I don't know, we don't really know how the principal's, like, this principal isn't willing to, like, you know, talk things out or go view the play practices. Like, it doesn't really say that anywhere in here that the principal is just anti,
Right.
it's just, I totally, like, obviously the principal's pretty biased, but it doesn't say that he's so biased to the point where he won't be willing to reason or like listen and hear things out, because if they're worried so much about the result of the play and he wants it to be a good first play and have the school look good, then there comes a point where you like look over the fact that that's your daughter and you you start looking more at the fact that this is your school and how you want them to come off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like, people can look at it in different ways, and like, people can see the English teacher being like the fault. Like, if she chooses that, her as the leading role, then
It's
it's
on her fault, back on her.
it's still her fault
Yeah.
whether the play is a success or a failure.
Yeah.
I think.
So what would the principal say if his daughter got the play, lead role, the play was terrible, they don't move on and have more plays, and it all is because of his daughter was the lead role? Does he
Yeah.
even realize that, or does he just put the blame on the instructor again for not having a good play and cut her
Mhm.
off anyways?
And that's definitely something that is lacked in the story, because you don't even understand why she's a poor actress. Like, we don't know that. Like, I'm pretty sure all of us, if we jumped into an acting role, that we'd be awful as well.
No thanks. I'm good.
And they're in high school, there's gotta be some type of like sympathy or like
Yeah.
leeway for them to like they're not gonna wanna do that again if they have a failure, if they fail to do that, or
Right.
fail to have a good play.
Yeah. Should go down to A.
Yep.
Find the problem after asking it and answering why 5 times. So, you know, mine. So, I just pretty much asked, why is the principal threatening to fire her? Because he wants his daughter to have the lead role. Why didn't she get the part? Because teachers are making sure this play is the best it can be, and she's weighing out every option she has. Why? Because this play is a huge deal for the school. Why? Because it would bring prestige to the school. So,
Mm-hmm.
should we get,
I didn't really understand the line itself, but I'd say I said like why did the principal choose the English teacher to direct the school play? Well, she had experience, and like that seemed like a logical reason for the principal to choose her. And then like why would the principal choose the teacher to be the director if she can actually direct the film itself or the play itself?
Yeah.
And why is the daughter considered a poor actress when like you said it thousands of times already, but like the story lacks in lacks. Why didn't the principal appoint someone else to be the director if he wanted to be his way? Why didn't he just appoint himself to be the director? I don't know. Just go from there.
Seems like he wanted an unbiased opinion from someone else. So that's why he appointed someone else to be the director. But then he understood that if he does that, then maybe his daughter doesn't get the part. So he
Yeah.
had to try to make his way back into it. Like you said, it lacks. But
Mhm.
you can make a pretty safe assumption off that.
It's really terms and conditions between the relationship between the people in the story. Where if, like, the teacher is appointed to be the leader and be the director, like, you appoint those people because they have the experience in dramatic arts. That gives them the credibility to direct the play in a successful manner.
Yeah, sure, he can,
Yeah.
just like that.
Just free stream quickly.
is there, I just said, is there any reasonable outcome where everyone, yeah, everyone is happy to set of, like, a certain terms, you know?
The only way would be, is if you get that daughter to be good enough to at least allow another play in the future, so they might not have to deal with that situation, but any other route you go, principal's not gonna be happy, daughter, principal's not gonna be happy. Then again, what are you gonna tell the better actress of why she didn't get the spot? Everyone else can
Right.
see it, if it's that noticeable, everybody else in the play wants probably the better actress to have the part, then why, what are you gonna tell everybody? You can't tell them the
Yeah,
truth.
and it's not just that, and if they do see the truth, well, then they're not gonna wanna be in it,
Yeah.
if it even,
If it's unfair like that to
Yeah,
tell her.
they're gonna express their frustration through the failure and successes.
And every other role's already filled except for that one, so you got two people to choose one role with, and if you choose the daughter of the principal, then you have the better actress out of probably the whole group, she's gonna play the lead role without a role at all.
Mhm.
Because all the other roles are already filled according to this. So it's just another side problem besides the fact that she can't even choose the better actress.
Mhm. And I don't really understand where we're supposed to go through, where that agreement really takes place. But